Coming up on the Code Bet Daily, it is a fourth test spectacular. The Stats Guy and I break down England and Australia tonight at Old Trafford. All we need is a draw, and Piers Morgan will somehow complain about the draw. What's your best look, Stats Guy?
Mark Wood to dominate and get the most match wickets, I reckon.
I reckon Piers Morgan should stop tweeting through it, but hey, it is the Code Bet Daily Ashes fourth test spectacular, and it's coming your way right now. Welcome to the Code Bet Daily. It is a Wednesday, the 19th of July. Happy World Cup Eve, Stats Guy.
It is. The Matildas start tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely pumping. Yeah.
We are here to talk about an Australian sporting event. Unfortunately, not the Women's World Cup. We've done that in the past 2 days.
Yes,
Please go back through the episodes to check out Code Bet Daily's episodes, looking through all 8 groups of the Women's World Cup, just breaking down the groups. We'll go through the games in detail as they come. So tomorrow's Code Bet Daily will be about New Zealand and Norway and Australia and Ireland. Those are the 2 games on deck. But we are here today for episode 155 of this shenanigoat to detail the fourth test in the Ashes. It gets underway tonight at Old Trafford. Not the football ground for those that still might be confused about that. They're across the road from each other.
Across the road, yeah.
Took me till I was about 11, let's be honest.
That's fair enough.
You know what? I was a kid. Give me a break. And I was like, hey, that's not a square. What is this? But anyway, fourth Ashes test. Just quick overall thoughts, Stats Guy, before we rip into a betting preview.
Well, obviously, I'm hoping the Aussies can at least get a draw here because then we take out the series. We were talking to Leo about that. There might be a bit of rain. We're obviously leading 2-1 at the moment. Yep. I think we've looked a better side in this series, but that Aussie, the English Baz bowlers looked, still pretty strong.
Baz ball has been crap ball, let's be honest.
Last test, it looked pretty good.
But yeah, we'll quickly introduce ourselves. I'm the hostess with the mostest, Alex Donnelly. James Clemente, our boss, is still on holidays. We haven't heard from him, so he could have been eaten by a crocodile. We don't know yet.
I'm pretty sure he's alive.
That is Liam McAllion, a.k.a. the Stats Guy. Go follow him on Threads, at Stats Guy. Seriously, he is at Stats Guy.
Get onto that.
Betting for this game, Stats Guy. England,
yes,
$2.63. The draw, $3. And Australia, $2.75. And I'll quickly read out the teams because, well, God bless both teams. They've named them a day out. The Poms, this is batting order, and this blows my mind. Crawley, Duckett, Moeen Ali at 3.
Yeah, worst number 3 in the world.
Whatever. Joe Root, Harry Brook, Ben Stokes, Johnny Bairstow still getting a game. Chris Woke, Stuart Broad, Mark Wood, and Jimmy Anderson back in the side. For the Aussies, we have made a couple of changes here. Warner somehow keeps his spot. Usman Khawaja, Marnus Labuschagne, Steve Smith, T-Head, Mitch Marsh keeps his spot as well after a ton.
Awesome, yeah.
Cam Green, Alex Carey, Stark, Cummins, and Hazelwood. No spinner, Stats Guy.
Yeah, no spinner. We're batting very deep. So
we will bat till 10.
We better make a big score, otherwise that's a bit of a joke.
Brings me to my stat. So I had it on my phone, not on the run sheet.
Oh, you got a stat.
In the last decade at Old Trafford, spin bowlers have averaged 42.46 with the pill.
That's bad.
Compared to 26.98 for the seamers. With also the lingering threat of rain, that is the key to this test match, is there is a crap ton of rain because it's England. So overhead conditions, a bit of swinging pill.
With the Duke, yep.
Look, I'll be honest, I would have picked Michael Neser. I'm getting it out there early. I would have picked Michael Neser instead of maybe Hazelwood or Green, but hey, that's just me. Righto, some player props, Stats Guy.
Player props.
You rip in.
Well, you were just talking about how seamers dominated Old Trafford. I'm going to have a look at 2 of the best seamers in this series so far. Mark Wood came in for his first match last game, bowling probably the quickest bowler in the world at the moment, bowling consistent 155 clicks, which was unbelievable. He had 7 wickets llast match and got in the man of the match, I'm pretty sure. The Aussies definitely struggled with him. He's got 34 wickets in just 9 meetings against Australia, so he absolutely dominates. I don't care what anyone says. If you can bowl quick, you're going to intimidate even the best batsman in the world. So, he looks really strong.
He's literally pegging a small rock at them at 150 clicks an hour.
It wouldn't tickle. The other thing is, I think the Aussies share around the wickets a bit more compared to England. Jimmy Anderson hasn't looked great at all in this series. Stuart Broad is still strong, obviously, but I think Wood is going to get the most match wickets, just as he did last match. So $5.50 for Wood to get the most match wickets would be my first one there. And then having a look at the Aussies on the batting side, Uzi Khawaja, he's leading the runs in this series, averaging 60, which he's been absolutely awesome. The pitch looks great.
Very under the radar with
Very under the radar. I think his whole career's sort of gone a bit out of the radar. We're getting dropped and then coming back and absolutely dominating. His partner, Davey Warner, was surprisingly not dropped. He's been horrible. But
I think this is it. If he doesn't do anything in this test and he goes out for less than 30 in both innings, I think this might be stumps because there is every way that, if it's a draw or we win the test match, we retain the Ashes, how good's life. And if David Warner fails against, like, sorry, Davey. you
Yeah,
know.
sure. Well, I thought that was going to happen last test, but apparently not. But yeah, Aussie's been awesome. He's got 250s and 100 already in the series. Just 50-plus runs. It looks like a great batting deck that I saw on Instagram the other day. So $2.75 for 50-plus for Aussie, I think is a really good bet as well.
So I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look at a controversial one. I'm gonna go Marnus under 71.5 total runs for the match.
Okay, he hasn't been good.
He's been okay, and he's been getting those 30s and 40s and not going on with it.
Yep.
And just the way he's going, I don't want to back him to get into form. That's 71.5, right on the limit. I was like, if this was 80 or 90, he'd be just crunching the unders.
Yep.
But I'll take under 71.5. You know what? If he gets 230s, it's still it's still 60 runs, which does help. But it's like, God damn it, Marnus, please,
He
for the
hasn't
love
gone
of
on
God,
with it, yeah.
go on with it.
I know.
He's nicking off. He's playing shots that he wouldn't usually. Stop playing that slog sweep, Marnus. It's a terrible idea. Anyway, under 71.5 was my go there. And then also having a look at Ben Duckett. I'm going to go the overs, 66.5. He's actually been playing quite well. He's sort of overshadowed with that controversial catch, non-catch in the second test. So, but look, he's been batting really well. I think that 66.5 is a good bet. I would much rather take that about him than Crawley. I'm not convinced at all
I don't mind
about
Crawley,
Crawley whatsoever, but I like the overs there with Duckett.
Yeah, nice. I think that's all of our player props.
Yeah, that's player props.
Yeah,
Or
nice.
match game picks. These ones are going to be nice and quite simple because, look, there's 3 results possible. I'm going to start. The draw's $3. It is meant to rain for the next 17 days.
It was $4.50 yesterday. So
I know.
the people have looked
We were
at the rain,
talking about it. We've been talking about it here in the office all week. It is meant to rain. It is England. So actually, in fairness, we've had some very good weather for the first 3 tests. So we're due for I guess Old Trafford's like their Sydney. It just always rains. The draw at $3 I'm going to take. It's like, someone's like, oh yeah, but these blokes only need 270 overs to get a result. Yeah, well, okay, that's still 3 full days of cricket. If it rains for a day and a half, you're in a lot of trouble there. So I'm going to take the draw, and then it's also the Aussies can go very defensively and just bat out this test if they need to. If they bat second and it's already rained for a day, so why don't we just bat forever?
Yeah.
Because obviously England will try and set up somehow to try and get a victory, but the Aussies can literally bat to
take it
win
easy,
the Ashes.
yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter if it's a drawn test series. We retain the Ashes. That's what it's all about. Go home with the goddamn Ashes. Therefore, the draw.
The draw, okay. Yeah, I can't argue with the rain on that. I think the draw is probably the best bet at the moment. Just another one, the highest match opening partnership. We've talked about a lot. You got to go
I'm
with
not betting into this, and that's why do you think I've not mentioned backing Warner or Usman or the first partnership? Because I've zigged when I should have zagged this whole series.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm going England. I do trust Aussie, but I don't trust Warner to help the Aussies to get the highest match opening partnership. I actually really like Crawley's got 4 scores over 30 in this series, which is all you need to get a good partnership.
Like Marnus. I'm still not
sort of like
convinced.
Marnus.
Yeah.
And then, as you mentioned, Ben Duckett, he's got a couple of, I think he's got a 50. And
Should've got 100 in
and
the
he's a
second
very
test.
attacking player. So they're going to get that bigger score quickly, whereas Aussie's sort of taking his time, and Warner's just been getting out really early as well. So the England team at $1.80 to have the highest match opening partnership, I think, is one of the best bets of the game. And then I'm going to go, if the rain does hold off, I did back us in our article, the Aussies, to win this one. I think $2, what did you say, $2.75? It's
$2.75.
So it's going up and up because of the rain.
These odds are with Ladbrokes. Bet365 will get those odds up. But yeah, Ladbrokes are $2.63, $3, $2.75. With it's 262, 287. The draw is 310. So the best you can probably get around is 310, 320 for the draw.
I'm going to just lean on Aussies to win this one. We're unbeaten in the last 7 matches in Manchester. There was a few draws there, but we did win easily last time. I was actually there at that match. We absolutely
Oh,
dominated.
did you travel to England, stats guy?
Yes, yeah.
Didn't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it was awesome. We do play really well there, especially on those batting pitches that are much, better for batting than like Australia compared to the usual England.
So you're going to say Australia bat better on the batting decks than England bat on the batting decks?
Oh, I think so, just because
Is
it's
that what
more
you're
like
trying to
Australian
say?
conditions is what I was trying to say.
There you go.
There we go. And then we've got a few guys like the Mitches are finding confidence. You got Mitch Marsh, obviously got 100, was really out of confidence this time in last year and the year before. Mitchell Stark the same. He was absolutely awesome, had 7 wickets in Headingley. I just think our depth and even our batting depth, batting all the way down to 10 pretty much, is absolutely awesome. So I'm just going to back Australia head-to-head at $2.70.
Nice. I like it. All right. Best bets for the test match. I'll start off nice and simple. Stuart Broad to take more than 4.5 wickets in this test match at $1.66. He's already guaranteed 2 because he'll knock over David Warner twice. Therefore, he only needs to get 3 of the remaining 18. With, as said, the conditions are expected to suit the swing bowlers, hence why we've all picked bowlers, fast bowlers.
Absolutely.
I think Stuart Broad, he's 87 years old. He's taken 1 million odd wickets. I think the over 4.5 wickets at $1.66 is a really good bet. And I also think Mitch Stark over 4.5 wickets at $1.62 is also a good bet.
For the match?
These are for the total match.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Stark, obviously, as you said, he found some form. He's also best when fresh. He's had a week to get over the third test as well, so he's going to be fresh, ready to go as well. I like those two. They're my two best bets. I know they're short, but hey, as long as they win, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to go on for that. Mitchell
With
Stark.
Bet365, by the way.
I'm going to go Mitchell Stark over 2.5 first innings wickets. He's got a huge 13 wickets in just the first 2 matches after coming back.
In 2 matches played.
2 matches played, which has been awesome. He's got the most bowlers ever now by a left-hander bowler for Australia. And I just think the conditions are going to really suit him, much like the Aussie conditions. And then you got the overcast conditions where he's going to swing it early. I think he's going to get over 2.5 in the first inning, so at least 3 wickets at $2. And then just another quick one. I mentioned Zach Crawley. I know you don't trust him as much, but his line was really short. So I was happy to take the over 23.5 first innings runs.
Yep.
He's got 30 in 4 of the 6 innings, and he's got the highest strike rate other than Mitch Marsh, who played the 1 test, of 80 in this series, which is absolutely awesome. So once he gets in, he goes from ball 1. So yeah, I just don't see him not getting over that 23.5. I think he's going to get 30-ish, and then he might get out, but he's going to clear that 23.5 at $1.83, which I don't mind in the first innings.
We should know either how one of our bets has gone by this time tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
And coming to you tomorrow is the AFL Daily Weekly AFL podcast. What is it, round 19 or 20?
Yeah, footy's back.
Footy's back. Footy will be back. Also, football is back tomorrow night in the FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
Also, the NRL show tomorrow. Yes, there is a Thursday night game. No one's going to watch it. It's St. George and West Tigers. But hey, Phil and I will find a bet there. I think
They'll be there.
the unders will be the go there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, actually, no, it'll be the overs. Both defenses suck.
Yeah, okay.
That'll be the bet there. But hey, those 3 shows are all coming up tomorrow. We'll get the social guy Leo in for some of his bets, some of his fantasy bets. We'll grill him about how the fantasy bets went last week. I honestly can't remember how they went.
I think most of them
he went
pretty
all right,
well,
except for there was an Essendon one that absolutely stunk out.
Yeah, that's because no one from Essendon turned up.
Yeah, exactly. But he'll be back in tomorrow. But hey, we are done and dusted for today on this 19th of July. We'll be back on deck tomorrow. Please get around all of our social media platforms, Twitch, Twitter. Yes, I did it.
Yeah, you didn't. What did you say yesterday?
Titch. I said Titch yesterday.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Get around us on the YouTube as well. Hit that thumb up button as well. That actually really helps us. Gerald's like, yeah, give us the thumbs up. We all need them. A bit of kudos. Like, get around my Strava as well. I need all the kudos for all the runs that I do. Because
I didn't know you ran.
I was mentioning kudos. Yeah, I did a half marathon on the weekend. Shout out. Yeah, but that is us done and dusted today. Thanks, Stats Guy.
Thank you.
Shout out to Leo. He's doing all right over there. Homie, welcome back to Homie. Happy to see him in. And I apologize to Gerald. I accidentally yelled at him earlier. I was looking at him, but I was yelling.
I've never gotten an apology.
I was yelling at
Stats,
Stats. Shut up, Stats Guy.
Gerald will.
What do we say here, Stats Guy?
Gamble responsibly.
May the odds forever be in your favour, punters. We'll catch you in a little bit. See you tomorrow. It's CoBet Daily. Out.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.